is up, Bulls Nation? Welcome into the CHGO Bulls Postgame. Yeah. Presented to you by DraftKings. Don't forget that promo code CHGO. When you sign up at DraftKings,
don't you do it?
Making all that money, having all them funds with them stepped up same game parlays.
That's how we roll.
Did I tell you Vooch was having a double-double tonight?
You call this boom bow.
That is a freaking double-double.
That's what he do out there, man.
I'm Pack. You can follow me on Twitter at Bulls_Pack. This is my guy, Big Dave. He is at BOW, BWL Sports. We are CHGO_Bulls.
Yeah.
Our pal and our producer, Joey, rocking the boards with us.
Joey!
And hopefully we'll have Will the Go Gottlieb checking in from the UC later on in tonight's post-game show to give us his thoughts and breakdown.
He's going to be like, what the hell, man?
Wow. Okay. 120-102 is the final.
Yes.
If you had told me after the first quarter, I would have been like, okay, so Celtics win 120-102. All right.
Yeah,
the Bulls, respectable, within 20. No. The Bulls get down big. I believe they trailed by as many as 19 early in that first quarter. Bench comes in. Defense ramps up a notch.
Yes, they do.
And the Bulls flip the script on the Celtics, Dave. Yeah. Wow. All kinds of different storylines to pull from in this game. Tons. What was the one for you?
Well, let me start with what you just talked about right there. The first storyline for me, Matt, was Derrick Jones Jr. That changed shit. When he came in the game, things changed immediately in that second quarter. You saw the Bulls, it was 39-30 after the first. So the Bulls had started to kind of, get back into it. But man, 35-15 in the second and 35-25 in the third. Two big, huge quarters from the Bulls. Basically 3 straight 30-point quarters from the Chicago Bulls, man. We talked about this in pregame, Matt. We talked about the whole thing in pregame when what we discussed, Matt, what did we say? We talked about 3-point shooting from the Chicago Bulls. It had to be better because it was not looking good. We said if they hit threes, they win games. Bulls tonight, 10 of 21, 47%.
That's such a low number of total attempts.
Yes,
21.
Great.
They made 10 of them.
That's all I care. You made 10 and you shot 47% from 3. Colossal and huge. And again, that's their biggest margin of percentage, That's their biggest percentage from the 3-point line this season. Biggest win of the season for the Chicago Bulls. They beat an undefeated team out there, man. This was the 3-0 Boston Celtics. Yeah. This team wasn't no joke. Nope. Went in and got in that ass.
As beautiful. Another way to put it, as Claire would say in the comments, thank you for the super chat. We beat the 2 Eastern Conference finalist teams from last season.
You did.
In our first 4 games.
Yeah.
That's another thing that we talked about a lot and then last season and then talked about after the Celtics win. That record the Bulls had against the East's top teams and how it was dog do. Yeah. We have now beaten the Heat and the Celtics.
Correct.
2 of the best teams in the East last season. 2 of the teams projected to be 2 of the better teams in the East this season. If you told me that the Bulls were 2-2 in their first 4, I would say L to Miami, wins against Washington and Cleveland, L to Boston. But it's the reverse of that.
Yes.
What is going on?
What's going on is we're 2-2. Exactly. They're exactly where you thought they would be right now as far as record-wise. Like you said, and I was going to plan on asking you that question. See, again, he's in my brain. Because I know where you had them. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, they would still be the record they are. No matter who they beat, they would still be the record they are. And if I was asking my man Matt over here. Now they are 2-2. You are 500. And it was just the fact of who you beat. You know what I mean? And we talked about, you used the word trap game against Washington. And you were discussing you didn't want the letdown. Well, you got it. And then you played Cleveland. And they were just unbelievably hot when you played them. And you thought that was going to continue tonight against the Boston Celtics, but it did not. The Bulls flipped the script, said we're at home. We're tired of people walking in our house, dragging their muddy-ass shoes across the floor. We got to get on our business, man. They handled their business tonight.
Celtics fell into a trap game tonight.
Yes, they did.
They were like,
the Bulls? Trap game.
Oh, yeah, we got that.
Yes. Got a little cocky.
My goodness. All right, so because he just had a absolutely monstrous stat line, let's talk about Vooch for a minute further here. 18 points on not the most efficient night, just 7 of 19 from the field, including missing all 3 of his 3-point attempts. 4 or 5 at the line, 23 rebounds.
Wow, man.
Which, by the way, only 6 shy of his career high. Our friend Will the Goat tweeted that mid-game that his career high is 29 rebounds, which is an insane number.
That is an insane number,
but
yes.
Here's what's huge. 10 of those 23 came on the offensive boards.
Beautiful.
What has Billy been preaching to start this season? We want to be a better offensive rebounding team.
Correct.
The Bulls, we talked about it after the loss to the Cavs Saturday night, got worked on the boards by the Cavs.
You better work.
Huge response there from Vooch to lead this Bulls team in absolutely dominating on the boards tonight.
And I loved Vooch on the defensive end also tonight, man.
Yep.
He didn't have it blockages, but it felt like he had 4.
Yeah.
It really did. He did a great job just saying, hey, I'm 7 feet tall. Let me go ahead and throw my body into some of this stuff right here. Hey, nobody else is going to be able to stop me because, as we knew, Al Horford had a bacchiotomy. So he wasn't going to be able to be out there. And it's not like he's the greatest rebounder in the world because of the age he is now, but he's still effective. But it's the fact that he was hurt. What we see him do tonight, Matt, more 3-pointers. He didn't spend a lot of time in the lane or anything like that. No, they had to put in Noah Vonleh, who promptly came in, dropped 4 fouls in about 5 minutes, like really, really quickly. But Vooch was grabbing every single rebound that he saw, everything, and fighting down there, man. I mean, really fighting down there in the post. Because when he was getting it, it was within a scrum. It was like 2 or 3 other Boston Celtics. They were trying to, the gang rebound thing. Nope, Boots was like, I'm the only 7-footer here. So the rebounds will come my way. He did a great job, man. I really like how he played. And again, another game where he didn't shoot great, but another game where he said, I can do other things also really, really good. And that will help my offense. What did he do? Get these rebounds. 3-point shot is off. I'm going to grab every rebound I possibly can and use my body and get in the way of guys on the defense, man. I'm loving the way Vooch has been playing during his slump.
Samity yelling with the all caps, Vucci Main.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Jewish wishing the happy birthday. I mean, maybe it was getting up and wanting to have a good game for his birthday.
Sure.
Happy birthday to Vooch.
I'm sure he would have took some threes for his birthday.
Right, yeah.
Cool.
But my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow, what a game.
Great game
while we're talking about Vooch dominating the glass, also we should give a shout out to Drummond, who pulled down 12 boards off the bench tonight.
Without question, man. And
he did have some,
he did some Drummond stuff.
You got your ticket to the Drummond experience kind of nonsense.
Yes. But it was great because it was right at the moment I was about to tell Matt, wow, he hasn't done any. Oh, and there it is.
Yeah, there it is.
There goes the charge already. And also 5 assists from Vooch. I don't want to leave that out either. Drop 5 assists also.
5 dimes.
Yeah, he's awesome.
From your center.
From your center is very good. But yes, Drummond did a great job. He wasn't trying to be Nick Young out there, out there crossing people over and doing that. No, he did it simple tonight. Set these picks, get these rebounds, start the break.
Yeah.
That was very simple of what he did tonight, man. I appreciate it. He tried to get the alley-oop dunk. Pass wasn't there with the one hand, but he didn't do anything too crazy. And I appreciate taking the Drummond experience tonight. I'll take that charge. That's fine. He threw his hip out.
Right.
He's trying to protect Zach LaVine. That's all right. I'll take that, man. But, yeah, shout out to him.
Shout out to Rexed or Rex in the comments for a super chat. And AK as well with a super chat. 23 boards, 18 points, 5 assists. Happy birthday, Vucci.
Yeah. Gee, baby.
Switching gears, flip side in the comments. Everybody keep them comments coming. We got 223 watching live with us right now.
Come hang with us.
Hit that like button. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. Flip side saying, I said a boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say Ayo, Ayo. Oh my goodness. Is that a Venga Boys reference?
Well done, sir.
Wow.
Well done.
Wow.
Well done. Good job. Proud of you.
We were going back and forth on who to decide the DraftKings King of the Night was,
Yeah,
and we'll get to that in a minute later on. But it's because it wasn't an easy choice for Vooch to be the King of the Night.
Yeah.
Because how about Ayo Dosunmu tonight, Dave?
Look. Ayo
Efficiency.
Man, got down tonight, bro. That man got down. 9 of 10, 4 of 4 from the 3-point line, 22 points, new career high, 22 points, and 6 assists. Beautiful game that he played, Matt. Continued to attack. The 3-pointers set up. His game tonight was outside in. Mm-hmm. His 3-pointer, when it was falling, it set up everything else for him. So now when he was hitting a couple, not only did it give him the confidence, those teams had to get out on him after a while. And when they started playing him one-on-one, he took that very disrespectfully. And he started taking cats to the bucket and finishing strong when he got to the bucket, man. He did an absolute excellent job. Some of those passes he was giving, we were like, oh, shit. You know, we were like, yo, those are awesome, yo. I love that he had this game because, you know, his past two weren't the greatest stat line wise. You know, they weren't the greatest games, but he stuck with it, man. And he was here tonight, 9 of 10, bro. The efficiency, man.
Yeah.
Like you said, that efficiency from your starting point guard is huge, man. Shout out to Ayo.
And like the great kind of response you would hope to see too, because you know, I was coming off a couple of games, the Wizards and the Cavs, where it was a little underwhelming. Like he was great in that first game against Miami. True. And he's got a lot on his plate as this team's starting point guard. True. Just a monster response.
Monster.
I love it.
He balled, baby.
I absolutely
got down.
love it.
He got down. Ayo got down.
And you know, the one thing that you can still nitpick a little bit.
What we nitpicking?
Did not get to the free throw line. That's okay. I think, you know, it's crazy how little he's gotten to the free throw line so far this season. True. Given the rate at which he's attacked the basket.
True.
And he's gotten stuffed a couple of times. He's gotten unlucky a couple of times. Or he's just doing a good job at finishing at the rim. Mm-hmm. None of those things are free throws. I'm okay with that. Yeah. Because actually, if you look across the board at the Bulls as a team tonight, they dominated at the line.
They did.
26 of 29 compared to just 10 of 12 for the Celtics. And look, you got it from everywhere. DeRozan had 5 free throw attempts. Vuce had 5. Zach had 7. Derrick Jones Jr., 6 of 6 at the line off the bench. Dragic, 3 of 4. Caruso, 2 of 2. It helped make up for the fact that the Celtics, at least early on, were raining threes, and the Celtics took 13 more shots than the Bulls did tonight.
They did, man. At one point in time in the first quarter, their true shooting percentage was 94%. The Celtics were out of control.
You pointed to it on that StatCast on the TV. Yes, I saw it with my own eyeballs.
My new love. Yes, the StatCast is my new love.
94 true shooting percentage.
94 true is foolish.
It's when they were 8 of 9 from behind the three-point line, I believe.
Goodness. They were on fire from 3. And Jason Tatum, I mean, all of them were starting out just incredibly hot, and it wasn't looking good. But kudos to the Bulls, again, for sticking with it. It was the same thing in Miami. Like, stuck with it. You know, they didn't fold. And I appreciate that. And again, we talked about that last year, and Will mentioned it after that Heat game. How many times last year did we see one thing happen and then everything just kind of okay, all right, we're done. Right. You know, kind of situation. No, things have changed, man. And I appreciate that, seeing that from the Chicago Bulls. And what helped them was when you're missing those shots, that was it.
Yeah.
The rebounds, man. As you mentioned, Vuce and Vuce and Drummond, 60 to 45. On the rebound tip, man, is huge. That is colossal stuff, man. And I love the assist, 29-26 to the assist, and the points in the paint, 46-36 in favor of the Chicago Bulls. They have been getting beasted in the paint in these past few games from these teams, man, but not tonight.
Okay.
Not tonight.
So I've seen a couple of people in the comments here, including Chirac Bobby, suggesting, as we're showering Ayo with praise on a monster game tonight, should Ayo stay in as the starter even if and when Zoe comes back? Chirac's Bobby saying, bring Zoe off the bench, need to ease him in. Okay, this is like, we've actually even talked about this recently on an episode, and I think our guy Mark K was here with us for that conversation. Yeah. And Mark and Will were also both, you know, thinking it's not crazy to suggest that.
It's not.
With the confidence we have in Ayo, the confidence that he's showing in himself and his game right now. Here's the one thing I would point to say I'm not quite ready to say that. The Bulls starting unit got worked out of the gate tonight.
Sure.
And I'm not blaming that on Ayo specifically, because he certainly was not the most of any of those 5 to blame if you wanted to point a finger of blame at somebody in the starting 5 for the way that game started.
Correct.
But the slow starts the Bulls have gotten off to, where are their points coming from? Stagnant half-court offense. DeMar gets a clean looker, he doesn't. Zach gets a clean looker, he doesn't. Having Zoe and his competent defense, which Ayo's defense is getting better, Zoe's defense is still better right now. I don't think you can argue that. Zoe's three-point shooting, which, again, Ayo's 4-4 tonight. If he does that, then great. But it's the transition, the fast break opportunity stuff that Lonzo can bring to that first unit that is just kind of stuck in the mud right now.
Yeah.
That is the one detracting thing that I would say about this idea of heck, let Ayo keep that starting job even when Zoe's back. The other thing that we have tossed out there is start Ayo, start Lonzo. Don't worry about, should I start Javonte or should I start Pat? Bench both of them.
Yeah.
Start Ayo, start Lonzo.
Why not? Like, you can try anything out there with the kind of team that you have. But also, I'd also say that court vision, too, is huge. The way Lonzo sees the court is just really, really crazy. He really is like 3 steps ahead. And those are all things that will come to Ayo just over time and repetition. Already you've seen him be better. And I think it's because he's in that starting lineup. He's going to get better. And he's going to get better each and every game that he is out there being at the starting lineup. And again, they had him. He did all this while he was guarding the best player on the other team. He was doing all this while he's guarding Tatum. And Tatum was working it because he's Jason Tatum. You know what I'm saying? But he's doing all this while that is occurring. So that's a shout out to Ayo as well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm playing defense on the best player, and I'm running the point guard position, and I'm going to be hot from 3, and I'm going to shoot a high percentage from the field. Yeah, shout out to him for all of that. But yeah, that would be my thing though, Matt, would be the court vision and the way the ball has a real energy when Lonzo is in there for the team. Like when he's not in there, you can point to things directly. You know what I mean? Like, nope, I need that, I need that, I need that, and he provides that. But these are all things that I think Ayo will be better at with just time and repetition, honestly.
We got to give a shout out to Holding That Bag Recordings.
He called it. He said,
I told y'all the Bulls are going to be Boston.
Give me applause, bud.
Always take Vooch over Horford. ESPN's going to cry. And with that, BJJ, I mean, Holding That Bags, I thought you were crazy to say that you weren't worried about the 3-0 Boston Celtics.
Joey thought it too.
And maybe you should have been.
Thought he was crazy, man. You were right. He was right. Respect to him. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, he was right. I don't know.
It was a bold prediction.
I don't know if he was right to not be worried about them.
Exactly.
If that meant he was confident the Bulls were going to win this game, he was right in having that confidence. I still think he was insane to not be worried.
Oh, yeah.
But the 3-0 Celtics, especially coming off of the way the Bulls looked against Washington and Cleveland.
Yeah, I feel you. But
logically speaking,
let him have it.
All of us should have been worried about tonight's game.
Let him have it. Hold the Bad Recorders called it. Congratulations for not being worried, man, and knowing the Bulls are coming out with this victory, sir.
Love it.
Awesome stuff for you. Touchdown.
Just fantastic. And as
that for the Bears?
Cosmic Keys says in the comments, it's nice to see Chicago spit roasting Boston tonight. 2 sports, 1 city. Yeah, so are the Bears still looking in good shape right now?
Touchdown. David Montgomery touchdown run, 33-14 pending the extra point.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
All right, well, you know what?
Emilio says he thought that was actually people clapping in the background.
No,
that's our sound effect.
just need to predict L's all the time.
Yeah.
And then the opposite will happen.
You kind of do.
Doesn't always work, though.
Doesn't always work. But it worked tonight, and that's all that matters, Matt.
I see a lot of people talking about Pat in the comments. Of course, Kyle. Pat needs to hoop with headphones on like the pitcher in the movie Hardball. Drew saying, who's Patrick Williams? We will get to some Patrick thoughts. And also, there was a great follow-up to the whole roller coaster thing that our guy, Will to Go Gottlieb, got great video on. So we will talk about that and what we saw on the floor tonight from Pat coming up next.
Come on.
While we're reading some ads real quick, we got 250 or so of y'all in the live comments.
What up, y'all?
Hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. We appreciate it. Make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel.
Fun.
Ooh, what do we have in the world of ads today, Big Dave?
What you got? Well, I know what I got.
What you got?
I got something for you, sir. I got those 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source, superfoods, those probiotics.
And please tell me there are adaptogens.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, my sweet Lord.
Oh, my sweet cream on an ice cream sandwich.
Ooh.
Adaptogens.
Ooh.
Oh, you got to have them all up in your vicinity to start your day correctly. I'm talking about Athletic Greens, y'all. You know, the AG1. You got to have it. That's special blend of ingredients that support your gut health, nervous system, immune system, energy, recovery, focus, aging, all the things that your body needs. Listen, y'all, it's cheap. Less than $3 a day. Cheaper than getting all the different supplements yourself. You're investing in that all-in-one nutritional insurance. It's vegan, dairy-free, gluten-free, contains less than 1 gram of sugar, no GMOs, no nasty chemicals or artificial anything.
Anything?
Anything. and does all this while still tasting amazing. But don't take my word for it. Don't take the word of all the people out there, of all those 5-star reviews, over 7,000 of them things. No, take the word of this man over here. His name is Matthew Peck, and he is on AG1. Matt!
It's true. Some of my friends call me Meat Peck, actually. And I love meat.
Yes, you do.
And we're going to hear about that in just a second. But I am coming up on my first full month of having Athletic Greens every morning.
Yeah.
I just got the email from them today saying that my auto-renew next, shipment is coming out in a few days.
Oh.
So I'm like almost a month in of having Athletic Greens every day. Feel great.
Feel great.
Feel great.
That's awesome, man. Damn it. That just made me smile. That's good stuff right there, man. Yes. And to make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you, the people out there, they're going to give you a free 1-year supply of that immune support and vitamin D and 5 of those free travel packs with your first purchase. All you got to do is visit athleticgreens.com/CHGO Bulls. That's athleticgreens.com/CHGO Bulls to pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance, because it's Athletic Greens. Scoop it, you dump it, you shake it, you drink it. And Joey?
You feel it.
All right. Come on in here.
Oh, my God.
All right.
Scared
We got a
the
special guest.
bejesus out of me.
This is our special guest. Hey, it's the bear.
Don't sneak up on me like that, Bear.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to give you a high five.
Yeah.
But holy crap, you scared the bejesus out of
You
me.
ain't have to hit him that hard, Bear.
Oh.
Just told me scared the bejesus out of him, man. Why is Casey so happy that she scared the bejesus out of him right now? Like, yo, I'm always worried about that.
I thought I was about to
Did
get
you have
murdered.
a good night, Bear? You have a good night?
Look at that.
You have a wonderful
Bulls
night?
offense putting
All
up
these
points.
wins? Yeah. Everything's
Bears
good?
offense putting
Yeah.
up points.
It's all awesome, man. All right.
It's great. Now I just need a change of drawers.
Yes.
Thanks a lot, Lawrence.
Casey is so happy right now.
Oh, my God.
We don't know who it is. I don't know who's in that. Actually.
I'm pretty sure it was Lawrence.
Yeah. That was funny.
It's always Lawrence in a bear costume.
How come I didn't react? I saw it. I saw him coming. I'm like, oh, it's a bear. Matt saw it.
I didn't know. I didn't look for another 15 seconds after Matt yelled. I thought you guys were cheering for the Bears.
No.
Oh, okay. No, he was losing.
No, it's because as I looked
mind.
up from my computer, there was just a bear walking towards me from around the corner.
Just see the difference.
Drewish says that looks like the college dropout bear. I think,
It
Dave,
does.
you said that to somebody
I told
right
you,
at the
yes.
beginning. It looks exactly like that.
Exactly like the college dropout bear,
God,
dude. For real. But dude,
Matt,
no,
JR from Grand Rapids is here. What's on the feet, Matt?
them
Well,
Burks,
the Bulls,
baby.
the Bulls won. You guys know what's on
Come
the
on,
feet.
baby. That big Burke.
Come on now.
Burke Nowinski. You better know it.
These late summer days in Chicago, man.
Yeah, man. Because it's coming to an end.
Hey,
It's coming to an end, man. He got Burks on his feet.
that's
I
why
got shorts
I got to
on.
get it in now. Wearing
coming to an
shorts,
end, man.
wearing Birks.
It's coming to an end.
Have
But we're
to.
going to celebrate it while we here, baby.
Damn right. So because I have been ingesting all my beautiful Athletic Greens, Dave,
Yes.
I feel no remorse in the fact that I'm also enjoying a hefty portion of the delicious and healthy for you meats and cheeses from Green Ridge Farm.
Ooh.
Which is a Chicago local meat and cheese company offering you a better all-natural option. Making makers of all-natural deli meat, sausages, and their famous meat sticks. Perfect for tailgating, happy hour, school lunches, or a Bulls Bears double whammy at the office.
Whammy!
I had Green Ridge Farm for dinner tonight.
I'm so proud of you.
Brats, hot dogs,
Brats.
of course, some of their delicious Chipotle mustard. Holy moly, it's delicious, y'all. You got to try it out.
Got to have it.
Haven't tried it, you don't know what you're missing. With 16 grams of protein per meat stick,
Yeah.
they also make a perfect post-workout snack.
Yes.
And those meat sticks come in chicken, Black Forest ham, and different flavors like jalapeno cheddar and spicy chili.
Spicy chili.
Delicious because they're made from recipes generations in the making, and being all natural, they deliver a fresh and flavorful alternative at snack time. You can
natural.
find them always in the refrigerated section at Costco, Sam's Club, and your local Chicagoland grocery stores. And right now, when you put 3 or more meat products in your shopping cart at greenridgefarm.com and include a pack of meat sticks in that cart, those meat sticks will be FREE free. Just by using promo code CHGO at checkout.
That's it.
That's again, free pack of meat sticks with 3 or more items in your shopping cart at greenridgefarm.com with promo code CHGO.
Now that sounds
Get
awesome.
some meat up in your life.
Get it. Greenridge Farms.
Such great balance between the athletic greens and the Green Ridge meats.
It's how you live your life, man.
Gorgeous.
In a balance, baby. It's how you live
Love
your
it.
life. Got to be balanced. It's a beautiful thing to do.
Stanislavico said, does Pet cut his AG with Strava coffee? I actually had Strava for breakfast today.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that. Strava is an awesome
Nothing
product.
wrong.
Shout out to Strava.
That.
Awesome product.
Okay, so now that we're all on this great high of athletic greens and Green Ridge meats and a Bulls win and looking like a Bears win,
Yeah.
Patrick Williams.
Oh.
I know. We have to talk about it.
I'm joking.
This young man is in the starting lineup again tonight. We
Yeah.
talked about in pregame, maybe Billy making a change.
Yeah.
Doesn't make a change. Basically the same story as Saturday against Cleveland. Comes in, plays a very short stint, doesn't even play a second stint in the first half. Played 6 minutes in the first 6 minutes of the first quarter. Didn't see him again in the first half.
Yeah.
Comes back, starts the second half, and then once again disappears after that first little rotation part of the second half, and then did not reappear until garbage time. Mop up minutes.
Yeah.
15 minutes, 4 points, 3 boards. Okay, so at least he has 3 rebounds tonight as opposed to his average per game of 2. But did I tell you to take the under on 11.5 points and rebounds from Pat?
You did say this, sir.
7.
7. That's what happened. You said that. You called it. Let me go another way with this.
Okay.
I liked it, what I saw from Patrick Williams, because what did I ask for? What did we say? I asked for just to him to look like he had a pulse and could play basketball. I was like, where's the energy? Where's the effort? That's what I said I wanted to see from him, Matt. What did he come out there immediately and start
First
doing?
2 plays of the game.
Immediately. Give me the ball. I'm doing something. All right? I'm going to do something. I'm going to take these shots. And right there, Joey's in the back of my ear like, hey, at least he shot the ball. He shot it. And I'm like, yes, Joey, you are correct, sir. And then when DeMar DeRozan is at the top of the key, what's he do? He runs over there to set the screen. He runs over there to actually get physical contact. He didn't go stand in the corner. He started going inside, trying to get rebounds. He actually took Horford into the post and tried to body him up. That's what I wanted to see. I'm like, okay, because right now I'm at the baby step stage. I'm like, man, you got to show me, we got to crawl right now. You know what I'm saying? Before I see you start taking these walks, before I see you start running. And it feels like that's how Billy's treating it at the same time. You're at that baby step stage. If you want to act like this how we're going to be treating you, man. So I like the fact that he got out there and he showed me that, yeah, dude, I can play basketball. I have some effort in my heart. And I like that about that. That's all I wanted to see tonight. Now I'm like, okay, thank you for showing me that. Now I can take the next step with you, which is you actually putting the ball into a bucket on a consistent basis.
To me, that begs the question, how low is the bar?
Yeah,
for you to be like, hey, I saw something from Pat tonight.
Yeah,
and the something was attacking the basket that one time.
Yeah.
And then engaging in a little bit of pick and roll action with Zach LaVine later on in that first quarter, where you're like, hey, a basketball player running around a basketball court doing basketball things.
Yeah.
That separates from what I've seen so far from Pat, which is not even that.
Yes.
That is a low freaking bar.
It is.
I understand because I completely saw what you saw tonight and why you wanted to make that clear and why you're saying that.
Yeah.
I am sitting here saying, holy jeez.
I get it.
That's a low bar.
But it goes back to what you said earlier. Like, the fact is, like, it went back in the right direction today.
Yeah.
It was not a massive game, but it was progress instead of
regression.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And I disagree with you, Mark K. He did put in effort on defense. Them dudes was working his ass. Like, he can't guard Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. They was working his ass. Every time that he got the ball 1-on-1, they was just like, they went right around him, man. He was trying. They're better. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just wanted to see that. I just wanted to see him have a pulse on some end of the floor. Even if he played good defense against them on the floor, I would have been happy. All right? I would have been like, cool, he done something out there. I just needed to see that because he took me back to square one with how he's been playing. He took me back to square one. So if you're going back to square one, that means you ain't about to jump to square 7. Okay? Like, no. You back in square one, we're going to start at square one, bro. That's how it is. We're going to wiggle your big toe. You've seen Kill Bill. Wiggle your big toe. Have you seen Kill Bill, Joey? Oh, damn. It's a good movie, man. Wiggle your big toe. All right, Matt, keep calm. But yeah, dude, he had to learn how to walk. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is in reference to, Joey. She was teaching herself how to walk again, and she was telling herself to do that.
Wow. Holding that bag recordings, fresh off of his bold and accurate, let's not worry about the Celtics prediction, is in the comments saying, Pat is uncoding his programming. I see him scoring double digits in their next 2 games.
Oh.
If you are right twice in a row,
you the man.
Holding those recordings, I will be very happy with you.
That doesn't sound like happiness, Matt.
Meanwhile, Mark K is saying, nah, he got owned on screens and missed 2 switch. That's
what I said. He got his ass worked.
It was bad. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. No, I said he had effort.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I said he showed effort. I was disagreeing with the statement about his effort. Yeah, he was getting his ass worked. There's no question about it, man. He was late. Everything you said is correct. I'm just talking about the effort of it. He actually was out there with a pulse. That's what I was saying. Again, my bar is there at the pulse. Does he have a heartbeat? That's all I was at right now with him.
But the other thing that makes me kind of wonder, okay, what's next, is that now the question shifts from, is it Pat doing more, Pat needing to do more, or Billy needing to change how he uses Pat?
Yes.
Because we talked about it pregame. Will wrote about it. Does it make more sense to bring Pat off the bench? Because this is the same script that played out. You're right to point out that he looked slightly more a live person than a corpse on the court tonight.
No
so
corpsing. No
good
corpsing.
for you.
Yes, no corpsing.
But it was the same script as far as the rotation and the minutes allotted.
Yeah.
That to me seems like something that has to change now, because doing the same thing that ends in bad Pat results again on Wednesday seems like wasted time to me.
So when you say wasted time, you mean that time could be better utilized?
Yeah.
With just handing it to
trying
Devontae,
to figure out some other way to make Pat effective.
Okay.
Because what you're doing right now, where you start him, pull him, don't play him again for the rest of the half.
Yeah.
Start him in the second half, bench him, don't play him again until garbage time.
Yeah.
It's not helping Pat. It's not helping the Bulls.
Okay.
So why do it again?
Okay. I hear you. Mark say I'm too kind. I don't think I'm being kind at all. I'm telling the truth, man. He got his ass beat. He got his ass worked. I don't know how meaner I can say it. Well, Matt can say it meaner than me. He got his ass worked.
I mean, the Bulls as a whole, that starting unit, as we discussed, kind of got off to a real rough start. But as the game went forward, Pat is the only one who ended up in the negative side of the plus-minus column among the starters. Yeah. The bench were the heroes.
Yes. The heroes.
But everyone else in that starting 5 managed to at least get just barely over that plus-minus threshold.
Yeah.
Everyone other than Pat, because he was sitting while the Bulls were making their comeback.
Yeah. And again, that's Billy Donovan listening to you, though. He's saying no more wasted time with that. He didn't leave him out there for over 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Javonte played more. Caruso played more.
But unless you're going to just not play Pat at all, I'm talking DNPs, go down to Windy City, nothing.
Okay.
If Billy's not ready to make that aggressive of a benching in public, shaming of Pat, switch where you're giving him his minutes.
Okay.
Because where you're giving him his minutes now is not fucking working.
Okay. Not going to argue with you on that, sir, because he is correct. Why? Because we've seen it. We're watching it. You're looking at it. The shit ain't working right now for Pat in that lineup.
Thank you.
So, shout out to you for that. You're right.
Shout out to you holding that bag.
Look at him.
This.
Oh, look at Joey.
I mean, I'm serious.
Look at Joey.
I want to do something that's so Raven, but I didn't.
Wow.
I didn't think Pac would understand the references.
He gets that so Raven.
I did not watch That's So Raven religiously every episode.
Neither did I. It was actually a little before my time, but you know how she has the moments of clairvoyance where she could see the future.
I was about to say it's a little after my time. Joey's like, it's a little before my time.
Before my time. He's like a little after.
Corey in the house lined up better with my timeline.
Okay.
Literally never heard of that.
Never heard that in my life.
They took her younger brother Corey and they gave him a spinoff.
Corey had a spinoff?
Yeah.
Wow.
Corey Webster? What's his name?
I don't remember his last name.
Meanwhile, I'm just, on my way to work today was watching or listening to the, Pod Meets World, Boy Meets World podcast rewatch. That's how far back I go.
That's as far. Yeah, Boy Meets World is his cutoff point. That's it. We're going to stop right there for Boy Meets
Well,
World.
and we know that our pal Adam Amin, also diehard Boy Meets World fan.
Yes,
we discovered
this is
that in
true.
our chat.
Yes.
Also, shout out to Adam and Stacey for
Yo.
when, as soon as Luke Cornett came in for garbage minutes and put a bucket in, they were all like, "Oh, Robert Horry!"
and went on the whole spiel. What?
Bringing it back.
Brought it right in, man.
Oh,
what a classic moment in Bulls history.
And perfectly, shout out to Goff. Hope he's feeling better.
Yeah.
Layla Rahimi was filling in once again for pre and post game tonight, so she got to experience the glory of reliving that moment also.
No, it worked out perfectly, man. And he said, remember this? Robert Horry's coming into the game. I was like, look, Adam Amin is a fool, man. A plain old-fashioned fool. That was an excellent moment, honestly. Man. During a blowout and a win for the Chicago Bulls against the undefeated
Unbelievable.
Boston Celtics.
Oh, shout out to Amelia in the comments who's throwing a salute your shorts out there. Love salute your shorts.
I don't know what
Great freaking show.
Never, I don't know
hey, dude. Oh, Nickelodeon. You said you didn't have Nickelodeon, right?
Okay. We didn't
us spoiled children had all sorts of great content on Nickelodeon.
Bulls Nation, please put all of your energy into one more Bears sack tonight in these final 4.5 minutes.
Joey needs that sack for the parlay.
Needs a sack for
I told you about it before the game even started.
You did.
Yeah.
Root for us. Root for me.
Still 33-14?
Together, yes.
Okay. Do we all want to get to know Patrick Williams, the person, a little bit better before we move on? I think we should. So, in case you missed our previous post-game show in which we were watching that Bulls teammate outing at Six Flags, where all of Pat's teammates were yelling at him to get on the damn roller coaster, and he was hesitant to do so, but then finally does, and his teammates cheer for him. Follow-up, our guy Will Gottlieb asked Pat about it in the locker room.
Real.
Here is Pat's answer. Oh, is audio not working? Bummer. Yeah, people in the comments are saying the audio is not on. No worries. So, I mean, I could just basically relay it to you.
Sure.
He's saying that he was the last teammate to get on and did not want to get on. Mm-hmm. Pat said that he would not have gotten on that roller coaster were it not for the fact that all of his teammates were on and asking him to join them.
Yes.
And he also said, deathly afraid of heights.
Yes.
Deathly afraid of roller coasters.
Yes.
First time on a roller coaster in a really, really, really long time.
Yes.
I don't really care.
Okay.
That, I mean, like, you and I were sitting here saying, it doesn't matter if he has a phobia of roller coasters, get on the damn roller coaster.
Yeah.
Metaphorically speaking and for real,
correct.
Get on the damn roller coaster.
Yes,
you're
correct.
a grown man,
correct.
Get on the damn roller coaster. But he was saying, like the first part, where you're slowly inching up to the top before the big drop, he said, like, petrifies him. He said he thought he was going to pass out.
He did.
So I do have a little bit of sympathy because I know that is a real phobia that a lot of people in the world have.
I fucking hate roller coasters. Oh. And I would have
came in hot, didn't you, Joe?
But you know what I hate more than roller coasters is being pressured to go on a roller coaster that you really don't want to. I feel for Pat in this moment because I understand, like, especially if it was the Chicago Bulls yelling at me to get on the roller coaster, you don't really have a choice.
Yeah, you got to get
get on the roller coaster, like you said yesterday.
If you're with your teammates, bro.
But he's like what Pat said. That's a legitimate fear. Like, dude, raging bull.
I hate
raging bull is scary as shit. Yeah, scary as shit.
I have no desire in the world to get on a roller coaster, but sometimes you got to for the team because you heard what he said. What did he say? He said afterwards it was great. But well, you know what that means? That means a bond had happened and jokes were said and everybody was laughing and having a good time because of that. Because after it's over, you can joke about it, laugh about it because you went through something. Now he's got something to put in his memory bank to say, I hated doing this shit, but I went and I did it. All right? I went and I did it and my friends loved it for me and I had a great time and all the other stuff. But yeah, like he said, he wouldn't have done it on his own. He's got a huge fear of it. I respect that. I do. But you got to do it if your teammates do it at least one time. You got to get out of your comfort zone one time, man. And that's how you break those fears and phobias. You got to get out there and just do it and go through it. You got to go through it to get to it. And he went through it and he got to it, man. And I appreciate him for that. I do.
I respect that.
What? Oh, Joe, did
Joey
you
still watch the Bears game?
They got another pick though.
Oh, but not the sack
not
you
the
needed.
sack.
That's unfortunate.
Not Zappy.
All right, we'll get to a few more of your comments and a few more thoughts on this game before we get out of here for the evening.
And Goon of the night.
You got a Goon of the night?
Got a
Cool.
Goon of the night, baby.
We'll take a quick break here. And speaking of our next sponsor, DraftKings, officially got to give DraftKings King of the Night to the monster double man, Nikola Vucevic. I mean, my goodness. God, I mean, no discredit to Ayo, no discredit to either to DeRozan, who just had the most quiet 25, 5, and 5 tonight.
Yes, real talk.
On 10 of 17. Zach, not bad. 19 points.
He was cool.
Rough night shooting, but got to the free throw line.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But my goodness, Vucevic. Give me more of that. Give me all of that. Vooch haters, where you at?
Yeah.
I don't want to know where you are because you suck and I don't want to hang out with you.
Seriously.
Nikola Vucevic, king of the game.
Joey, you should have this. This your king? Going when next time for that, man.
From Michael B. Jordan, right?
Yes, very good.
Yeah.
From what movie?
Black Panther.
Come on, Matthew.
Yeah.
Come on, Matt.
Look at me.
Come on, Matthew.
Knowing references to hip stuff.
Do we wanna try the Patrick Williams video one more time?
We can.
It's up to you guys.
Right after we read these ads. How about that?
Yeah, read the ads.
Time.
Vooch is your DraftKings King of the Night,
Yes.
and DraftKings Sportsbook is the sports betting app that you should be using, Hoop fans.
Woo.
NBA is back, and so that means you should download that DraftKings Sportsbook app, the official sports betting partner of the NBA and of us here at CHGO.
Woo.
New customers can make any $5 NBA moneyline bet and get $200 in free bets if your team wins.
Two of them things.
$200.
Yeah.
Check it out. In addition to the usual bets, everyone can boost their winnings up to 100% with DraftKings stepped up same game parlays. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app, opt in, place a stepped up same game parlay today with bigger payouts than ever before. DraftKings Sportsbook is where I go to bet on the NBA. So download that DraftKings Sportsbook app now using promo code CHGO. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with promo code CHGO can you get that $5 moneyline bet to get $200 in free bets.
200.
DraftKings, promo code CHGO.
Come on now.
Hey.
Hey, Matt, what's gonna get you on the golf course, man?
I don't know, probably some sort of beer sleeve holding contraption that can fit 7 beers in it.
Well, you're in luck. Because I know just a place you can get that at, Matt. It's called Pins and Aces, the official Chicago CHGO apparel partner of CHGO. Because they love that Pins and Aces gear. And they get tons of compliments on and off the course, man. So you get compliments on and off that course, man. All right? They're making amazing polos, hats, golf bags, and of course, as this wonderful man mentioned, that beer sleeve, that innovative product that allows you to store 7 of them things right inside your golf bag and keep your drinks frosty cold the entire round. So why don't you check out pinsandaces.com and use the code CHGO to receive 15% off your first order and get yourself some of that free shipping also, y'all. That's pinsandaces.com because it's Pins and Aces. When you look good, you play good, and when you play good, it's all good.
Beautiful. All right. Well, we instead of showing you that Pat video, basically moral of the story, he's afraid of heights, he's afraid of coasters, begrudgingly went on the coaster. I believe we have a call in from the GOAT.
Is it Go Talk?
From the UC.
Go Talk time.
Oh, look at the old throwback graphic for
Talk
Go
time.
Talk.
Go Talk time.
What up, Will? Welcome, Will to go Gottlieb and everybody to Postgame. Follow Will on Twitter at Will_Gottlieb to get all of his great in-game video breakdowns that he's posted, his analysis, and of course also read all of his great columns at allchgo.com. Go, what's up, buddy? Huge win.
Huge win, and if I am still up to date, I think the Bears are winning. What a night in Chicago sports. This is unprecedented.
Kicking Boston in the special regions.
So as that crazy run, I believe you tweeted about it being a 42-point swing or something like that. As that was playing out, what were you thinking? I mean, I was thinking the first quarter went about as about as I expected it to. I thought we were going to get worked by the Celtics tonight. They're a much better team, in my opinion. But the way that Bulls second unit came in, the defense, I think, really sparked the run and able to turn things around. Celtics finally started to cool off and miss some of their threes. The Bulls started converting. I mean, could you believe what was happening in front of your eyes?
Yeah, I tweeted this out, like, 3-point variance is a hell of a drug. It was insane. They were 8 of 9 on their first 9 threes, and then I believe they were like 1 for their next 13. I mean, this is kind of what we saw in the playoffs from them too. Like, they would just have these moments where they could not miss, and they would have, where Grant Williams hit 7 threes and they beat the Bucks in Game 7 of a conference semifinal, or they completely lose everything and they get worked in the finals. And that's just kind of like the reality of shooting as many threes as they do. But when the Bulls, I think, gave up 5 out of 6 against the Cavs in the first quarter, and then this happened, it was like, are we serious right now? Like, I know the Bulls defense has its troubles. It's not perfect, but 13 of whatever it was, 13 of like 14 or 15.
Yeah.
Just like an insane shooting stretch. And then out of nowhere, Ayo hits a couple of threes. He gets in for a layup, and then all of a sudden, they're right back in this game and finish the first quarter down only 9. And then from there, they dominated. It was incredible.
Yeah. Will, can you speak on the effect that Derrick Jones Jr. had when he came into the game? Because it felt like everything kind of changed as soon as he stepped on the floor for them.
I can, and I would love to. Derrick, I thought, was awesome this game. As you guys know, I've been a fan of his for a while, and he does a lot of the same things that Javonte does in terms of just like setting hard screens, rolling hard to the basket, can hit the occasional 3. I think he made 1 in the last game, but was 0 for 1, I believe, in tonight's game. So, but just like the aggressiveness, diving to the basket, he had 6 free throws and made all of them. Set some hard screens, like doing stuff that we want to see out of Patrick, that we see out of Javonte. And he was just doing it at a really high level. And so when you have these guys who can come in spurts, right, and Javonte can just like give you a huge jolt of energy off the bench, but like you can't sustain that for 36 minutes. Like, you cannot be a full-time starter playing that style of basketball, as much as it would be great if he could. So you need other guys to come in and do that. And I think if you can get this kind of thing from Derrick Jones and what we are accustomed to seeing from Javonte, and then Pat can sort of fill in the gaps, like, that's a really strong power forward rotation. I asked Billy about it post-game, and he said maybe we start to see 2 of those guys together, which could mean at the 4-5 or even at the 3-4. He's been playing a lot of Drummond in those backup units. But I just think the versatility with switching, the screen setting, the rolling hard to the basket and finishing, and then getting fouled and shooting free throws, he had a fantastic game, and I would love to see more of him in the rotation moving forward.
Speaking of that rotation of forwards, we were just discussing before you hopped on, Will, the fact that Pat, saw a very similar script play out tonight as against Cleveland, where he starts, plays limited minutes, then starts the second half, then disappears again. Then you don't see him again until mop-up time, when the game's final result, win-loss-wise, has been decided. And we were kind of sitting here saying, it doesn't make sense to do that another time against the Pacers on Wednesday if it's going to be the same thing. Any sort of insight post-game, the game that Pat had, and if anything is going to change between now and Wednesday?
I really wanted to have a positive Pat game today, and we just didn't get it. I do think in the third quarter, he had a decent stretch there, and Billy left him in a little bit longer, but he basically got the Keith Bogans treatment, as Mark tweeted at me earlier in the game, where he just played the first couple minutes and then he left. And in part, I think it was because Derrick Jones was playing so well, and in part because, again, Pat was just not performing at the level he needs to in order to be out there. So I thought he was a little bit more aggressive just in terms of rebounding and taking the right shots, whether it was attacking the glass and getting putbacks, or whatever it may have been, in that third quarter. And Billy said he liked what he saw from him in that third quarter as well. So I don't think he's going to Hoffman Estates or just going to ride the bench now with Dale and Terry, but you have a power forward rotation where you have 3 guys, and they're all pretty streaky at times. They all give you various levels of the same thing, but sometimes, in different kinds of bunches. And so I do think there's going to be a level of like whoever's got it on a certain night is going to be the one that plays. And tonight it was Derek. Tomorrow it could be Javante or Patrick or whoever. But and I wrote this today. Like, I don't want to like overblow this whole Patrick situation as like he's a bust, because you look at Lauri Markkanen, who's like blasting off in Utah right now, where he's like averaging 30 points a game. And Wendell Carter is like averaging 15 and 12 and like 4 assists. Like, these guys are not finished products when they're 21 years old. And I think you need to give him time. But I also think like clearly what we've seen in terms of player development is not working. So let's try something different. I think the bench could be a good place for him to get reps that are like lower leverage. He seems to like playing with Goran Dragic. He seems to like being like moved around as opposed to like trying to figure out where to be. And I just think, he could actually have a chance to develop if he just removes some of the pressure that's on him to be this great power forward in the starting unit, because I just don't think he's there yet.
Will, the two guys who had the big games for the Bulls are Ayo Dosunmu and Nikola Vucevic. Nikola, 18 points, 23 rebounds, 5 assists. Ayo, 22, new career high, 6 assists, 4 from the three-point line. Which one was more impressive to you tonight between those two performances?
I mean, they were both awesome. Like, I think what was so great about this win is that so many players contributed at a really high level, as opposed to just like you see the DeMar show or, Zach gets hot or whatever it may have been. Ayo was awesome. My favorite part about the game that he had was that he actually turned the ball over on his first possession and then missed a three. And then he came down and he hit 2 threes. And then he got Grant Williams on a head fake and drove to the basket and had a layup. And then he was like 9 for 9 the rest of the way. To leave those 2 plays behind him and to go forward when they're down 19 points and the Celtics are just raining threes, and to be the one that actually like puts points on the boards to get the train moving, I thought that was like just so impressive. The poise and just like the ability, I think, for this whole team, and I think Ayo specifically, to just not fold in the face of adversity the way that they would have last year. I think this was a huge win for the team, just in terms of like building that identity and like realizing that they can win games, they can fight back into games. I thought Ayo's performance was representative of that. And Vooch was great too. I mean, the rebounds were awesome. I feel like he finally had a game where he was able to like take advantage of his style of play, that he wants to get on the block and like, get some rebounds and an offensive rebound and get putbacks and things like that. And the way the Celtics were switching, he had a lot of mismatches and they were looking for him. So I thought he was great. He had, I think, 10 offensive rebounds, which is just nuts, 23 total. So really impressed with the way that he played and shot himself into, a decent efficiency shooting night. But to me, Ayo really stood out as far as, like I said, just sort of his performance being representative of this identity that the Bulls are trying to establish.
Before we let you go, Will, wanted to get your thoughts on the game from Zach tonight. Second game playing after missing the first 2 of the year with this knee situation. He did get to the free throw line, and he knocked down 3 of 5 from downtown, and that 3-point stroke looked really smooth. That was nice to see. But 2 of 10 from inside the 3-point line. Mm-hmm. And Dave and I both seemed to notice that Zach's approach when attacking the rim was worryingly, noticeably not all the way Zachary attackery-esque. Did you see the same thing that we saw there?
It was a little weird. I couldn't tell if he was like trying to avoid contact or just like if his legs just aren't fully there yet because he hasn't really had much game reps to get into shape. Definitely found it pretty weird that he was missing layups. And then he kind of started to settle for jumpers. And like you said, he made a couple of them, but definitely not his best game. I thought he was much better on Saturday against the Cavs. And maybe it was like, one day off in between games and he was feeling a little sore or tired or whatever it is. But I mean, we're going to be monitoring the Zach situation pretty carefully as we move forward here. But he just didn't look like himself. And I mean, for so many things to go right, it's like easy to overlook that. But I do think that's, something to keep your eye on for sure.
All righty, Will. We will let you get back to it. Everybody make sure you check out Will's thoughts on tonight's win over the Celtics. Read his latest stuff at allchgo.com. Make sure you're following him on Twitter at Will_Gottlieb.
Adult.
Will,
See you, Goat.
good to see you, buddy. We will check back in with you on Wednesday for Bulls Pacers.
See you guys.
All right,
Later, bud. Love the GOAT.
He's awesome.
Love the GOAT.
The Millennium, baby.
Just the most beautiful head of hair. And inside that beautiful head of hair, the smartest basketball brain.
Quaffed.
It's
awesome.
All right, we're about out of time here. Just a reminder, everybody, we got like 300 or so people watching live on YouTube right now. Appreciate all of you. Hit that thumbs up button, please, and thank you before you head out. And don't head out too far. Basically, keep it right here, CHGO Sports YouTube, because they just got underway with CHGO Bears postgame.
Yes.
Before we do that, Dave, Goon?
Goon of the night. Yes. It's time to hand it out. Goon of the night. With my graphic, Joey. Thank you. He's on time with it. Put him in the face. Goon of the night. There's some wonderful people, Matt, that you could choose from. Mm-hmm. I could have went with my homie Claire. She wanted Derek Jones Jr. Mm-hmm. He could have been there and there. Mm-hmm. Matt, Goon of the night, Billy Donovan.
Whoa.
Why? Because he told Patrick Williams' ass, sit down. You ain't playing because you don't want to play Pat. You sit your ass down next to me, and then I'm going to put you in at garbage time also. Those are goon behavior moves right there that he did to young Patrick. So the goon of the night goes to Billy Donovan because he made those moves and the Bulls got the victory, man. 15 minutes.
Love that.
That's some goon shit.
I absolutely love that.
Some goon shit.
Also, you could say low-key for the Celtics in a losing effort, 2 goons of the night.
2 goons.
Actually, 3 goons of the night. Noah Vonleh for getting 5 fouls in the first 5 minutes.
My God. He
did not foul out. We thought he may have fouled out, but they assigned the foul to someone else. Grant Williams for getting ejected.
He did.
For making contact with an official.
He did.
And their interim coach, what's his name? I already forgot.
Something with a Z.
Right, something with a Z.
Something with a C.
Missoula for also getting ejected.
Yes.
For yelling at the officials.
Goon.
Celtics.
Yep.
Goon-tastic tonight.
Tastical.
I'm okay with it.
Yes. But only winners get the belt.
Billy is your goon of the night. I don't know if you can hear that air horn from through the door of Studio B into Studio A.
Yes.
But the party is just getting started on CHGO Bears postgame.
It's going down.
Check them out.
All right.
Hogue is here. Carm is here. Braggs is here. I'm sure they're going to have Nicholas Moriano checking in. He is at Gillette covering the game tonight. He will check in for postgame.
A bear might want to cross there also.
The bear that gave me a heart attack is probably also hanging out for postgame.
Lawrence is out of the suit right now, so we'll see.
Not a heart attack of relief.
Everybody that's watching here, stick around and watch CHGO Bears postgame. Have some fun. Enjoy the win.
Yeah.
Chicago, 2-0 against that crap city known as Boston tonight. Love it. Enjoy it. For Joey, for Goat, for Dave, I'm Peck. Thanks, as always, for listening and watching Bulls Nation. Appreciate you. Love you. We are off tomorrow. Back Wednesday for pre and post of Bulls versus Pacers.
Let's do it again, y'all.
See you, Red. Be good.